Hello, everybody. So today, in the last few weeks, all we've been hearing is AI, AI, AI. How to invest in AI, and so on and so on, right? It's just nonstop AI out there. No matter what the news is, economic bad news, it doesn't matter. This AI is just taking over the market. Tex is taking off. XLK is the ETF for the technology sector. And I want to show you something. I've been giving you a little bit of an update on the markets. So this is a daily graph. Once again, you're looking at the Dow Jones, the SPY, and the QQQ, right? The NASDAQ. And this is what I've been showing you. The Dow Jones was kind of in the middle of its range, of its band. And the SPY was also was more or less, sorry, not the middle, but the upper band of the range. This was the range that we were trading in, the tunnel that we were going into. This one was going upwards, this one was going downwards, and this was the Qs, right? And I've pointed out to you guys that the Qs has right around here that the Qs at 300, the Qs took off first. Then we built some sort of downward sloping tunnel within the tunnel, and then we took off again, and then we did that again, and today we took off again. I've been pointing out in my videos, you can watch it, that we're going to probably reach this 334 area right around here, right? The 334.45. Today we ripped right through it. And take a look at it. We could even see it on a weekly graph just to give you an indication of what it looks like and where we're headed on the Qs and what can happen. Obviously, there's still a lot of bad economic data, right? Here we go. We're going to look at 2 years for every single market. So here's the Dow Jones, beginning of 22, we were at 366, right? There's a weekly graph. The SPY is obviously near its trend line. Near its resistance again. And the Qs is trying to pass its resistance today. Obviously, if we pass this, the next level should be somewhere around the 348 area, 347.50, more or less, right? That's what we're looking at. So how do you invest in this AI? Everyone's talking about AI, AI, AI. And take a look before we even go to the stocks. Take a look at how this looks, this rally, since we got rid of the debt ceiling talks yesterday, more or less. Biden, said we are going to do whatever it takes to stop this, right? To make sure we reach an agreement. But take a look at what this looks like. May 17th, May 18th, May 17th, May 18th. But on the Qs, it just goes on and on and on. It's been going on for 3-4 weeks already on the Qs. Look at the levels we were talking about. It was 286. We were talking about this. And it just keeps going and going and going. So how do I invest in these AIs? And let's do this. Let me show you this. So I'm going to take you over to my screen where I got all my AIs, right? Apple, Google, Meta, NVIDIA, Amazon, Microsoft, Tesla, and we'll talk about Netflix in a minute, even though it's not AI, but these are the companies with the most money, so they obviously have the money to invest into AI. And obviously, there's another stock symbol I'm looking at. It's called AI, but they're not making money yet. These are the profitable companies, and they are the ones that have been going up. So we're going to start off with some daily graphs, so you can give yourself an idea of what's going on here. Yeah, I'm from New York. It's called IDEA. Here we go. Daily graphs for everything. See them and take a look and see what we're looking at here. See? Apple. It's trying to go through the high. I think I showed this in the last video. Today it's trying to do that. Google just keeps taking off since that meeting last week where they told everyone, yeah, we got AI going on. Obviously, why do you think we're lagging? We're not lagging. We've been investing in AI since 2011. Meta took off, right? It wants to continue. Let's see if that continues. Look at Microsoft, just taking off. Amazon took off. NVIDIA. This stock is trading at 70 multiple. It is, everyone just needs to invest in NVIDIA for now because there are no competitors to NVIDIA. This is the stock right now, and everyone's in it. And I know it's really, really high, but whenever there are pull-ins, get it. At least try to figure out a way for long-term investments until this, other chip maker companies catch up. Same thing with Tesla in a way. Let's pull in Tesla for you for a minute, just so you could see it. Tesla's also investing in AI, and this is what the graph looks like. Obviously, we, went down to 100, back up to 200, and back down to 150, and this is what we're looking at. And it could obviously continue going up. It looks like it wants to. So if it breaks this, pops this top right here at 177.38, it could reach 180, 179.10. It could just take over this whole area, 177.65. So it's filling in the gap, right? I spoke about the fact that the trade where it hit the gap a few days ago came back down the way to 160, whatever, 66. That was a great trade, but it seems like it wants to go creep back up and continue back up towards this, 192 level, 210 level, whatever it is. So obviously keep an eye on these things. So how did I trade? Let's say I walked in today and I didn't have any position, and I really didn't, in any of these stocks. But the market went crazy yesterday. I had some position, and today I had to buy these again. Yesterday I actually bought the stocks and I bought some options. Today I was so worried about this because they are so overbought. It's just crazy. What I did was I ended up buying the puts, the calls that are expiring tomorrow, 5/19, end of the week. It's Thursday today. So those calls are pretty cheap. And I was able to get the Google calls, the Apple calls, the Amazon calls. They were somewhere around the $30 a call, okay, at the beginning of the day. And because I was worried and they're moving so much, what I did was I actually minimized my exposure by taking some puts on the Qs. Okay, so when the Qs came all the way up to this area of 334, I took some Qs puts. Now, if obviously I wanted these stocks to continue moving up like they are, and I'm ready for them, they're probably going to move up a lot more. By my exposure on the Qs, all I did was take the Qs exposure till the end of the day. Qs have some expiration sometimes at the end of the day. Every day you can buy Qs with the expirations and SPY at the end of the day. The diamonds didn't reach that yet. They still have expiration for the end of the week. But you could do that in the Qs and the SPY. So I was able to actually minimize my exposure on all these calls that I bought by selling some puts on the Qs. So let's say, for instance, these calls cost me, take example, $100. I'll take exposure for $50 in the Qs, knowing that if these calls are not working out and the Qs and the market does suddenly tank out of nowhere, at least I'll be able to maybe break even with these Qs puts. But if these stocks do continue going up, right, and I'll lose out on the Qs, I'll be able to make the money that I wanted, or at least half what I wanted to make. The only way I'm going to lose on this trade was obviously if the Qs were going to just hit 334, 70, whatever that range was, 334.50, and just sit there. But with such a volatile market going up and down, risk of that happening is not that high. There you have it. AI, how to invest in it, even if you don't have anything. Please understand that I only advise how to buy. I'm not an advisor. So everything is really, really risky. I'm just showing you how there are ways to make money on these AIs stocks or companies that are going to be investing in AI, and how to trade volatile, expensive stocks. But these are stocks that we should own for, obviously everyone's telling us for our retirement plan. There will be such a thing. But it seems like everyone's just buying tech these days. So keep an eye on tech, keep an eye on what's going on. Let's see when this is going to be over. But for now, this thing is just taking off, took off. Okay, it took off. We're at the highs. But even when we're at the highs, you could still try to make some money on these stocks, and that's the way to do it. Hope this was helpful for everybody. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Sign up for a class if you want to learn how to do this real live. Thank you and have a great day.